Okay. Hey. We're gonna start in like 2 or 3 minutes. I always give time for everybody to come in and whatnot. Hey, Bonita. It's okay, because it's like.
Oh, you gonna read from your phone?
Oh, I guess I could. I mean, we're gonna talk first. What'd you say, Bonita?
The card.
Ask Sharonda. Because mine is in my car and I'm busy right now, as you can see. Hey. So give it like 2 more minutes. I should put on my phone. I always keep that part so I can actually see. Because y'all can't see that far, right? Okay.
Oh, I cannot read them screens.
I mean, you can all see the ball. So yes, give people time to get in the room. I'm gonna pull up this chat so I can see y'all talking, because you know the way these contacts are set up. All right, we got 83 people online with us today so far. Oh,
I feel
I
like
might want to take the volume down. Arizona is in the building. Hey y'all. This challenge is actually a virtual challenge, so it can benefit you no matter where you are, okay? Yes. Oh, thank you. I look great. Thank you. Let's see. Hi Atlanta. Hi Delaware. Hey Florida. Hey Houston. You know I just left from there. Yes, come on in the room. 91. Let's see if we're at 100 today. Come on. Texas, Philly, y'all love repping y'all states and stuff. Louisiana, you just got put onto the page. You're going to hear about something special today. Oh my goodness, Milwaukee, y'all are from everywhere. Read your partner, that's good. Go ahead. Canada. Everybody.
oh, so you got
I can see it right now.
perfect.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there to tomorrow. I'm just sitting here.
Okay. Well, I said we'll see if we hit 100 and then we'll start. So we're at 108. So welcome everybody to today's chit chat. Today I'm going to talk about the transformation that I've had, and you all have noticed from the last 60 days, 8 weeks, 2 months, whatever you want to count it or whatever. So I lost over 16 pounds in the past 2 months, and it was it was a result of the virtual Inner Beast Challenge by RVABeastmode. I have the owners here with me. We have Lindsay Washington and Josiah Gillison here, and they're going to tell you more about the plan, but I want to tell you my story of why I did the plan and whatnot. So look at the screen because I missed something. Oh, okay. So what had happened was I kept hitting plateaus or whatever, right? So my first plateau was like 222. I felt like I couldn't break it. Did like some intermittent fasting and whatnot, played with this fad and that fad, and I got down to 215. And I couldn't break it to save my life. To the point where I had convinced myself, and I tried to convince Joe, that my body did not want to be less than 215. Like, I had convinced myself that scientifically, everybody is set to be a certain weight, and my body was set to be 215 pounds for the rest of my life. So Joe was like, I don't think that's true. I know they had the challenge before, but I mean, I wasn't interested. I mean,
shoot.
that's just that. I mean,
that's fine.
I have so much going on in my life. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cute, that's nice. People got results and whatever. So then I started going through this like personal journey, and I was like, part of the reason it's hard for me to focus on myself is because of poor time management. I'm here, there, everywhere, all the time. So I was like, the first thing I need to do is remove some things from my schedule. It's impossible for me to do everything and I talked about the superwoman syndrome. I'm not trying to be a superwoman, okay? So I had to remove that because, clutter mind, clutter space, clutter thoughts, you can't go from that. So I, condensed my schedule to the point where I was either just here at Elite or I was home. And so with all that extra time on my hand, I was like, I can't gain any weight, so I need to do something. So then that little challenge had crept around, and I was like, that little challenge, you know what I'm saying? So the challenge was coming around, I'm seeing the transformations for the first time. And so I was like, let me try this, but I was scared, okay? Because as I talked in the mental health video, I lead from the front. And leadership is hard because everybody is looking to you to be some form of perfection. It doesn't matter what your reality is, they perceive you to be perfect. And so I was like, I wanted this challenge to be my baby. I didn't want to have to talk to anybody about it. I didn't want to have to explain how I was eating, why I was moving differently. Like, I just wanted to just zone out and completely focus on me. So Joe and Lizzie confirmed that I could do that. And what I did was, because they'll tell you, this program has a Telegram chat where people motivate each other and everything. Well, I set up a secret identity. For those who don't know, I used to work in cybercrime, so that's not a problem. Set up an email, picture. My name was D Jackson, okay? Because I just needed that type of privacy so that I could focus on myself. I also set it up so that Elite would have a weight loss challenge at the same time. So I was thinking that, no one would focus on me if they were busy trying to win this pot that was over $1,000, which it actually kind of worked. I did have struggles. Make sure I'm not missing anything, but I'm sure as we're talking, I say more. But, so I did have struggles because I'm a drinker. I'm a social drinker. And I was like, my name is Ashley, and I like to drink. But that's the reality, like,
Real life.
Right.
my balance, and that's a word that I was using excessively. I was saying that my lifestyle was a balanced lifestyle, which pretty much ended up, I had to be truthful with myself. That was an excuse for me to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Okay, including eating right Monday through Friday, Thursday and a half, and then Friday through Sunday going out to eat with everybody and drinking and whatnot. And that's probably why I was there 215 for the longest time. So with this challenge, I had my fake identity. I also had to stop drinking for 8 weeks. So that means I had to be socially responsible. That means I had to say no to some things, and the things that I had to be present for, again, I had to be socially responsible. I had to be selfish and, remember that my goals and my journey meant more than a few reckless hours or days, With that being said, I did this challenge during my birthday. I did this challenge during my birthday party. It's funny because at my birthday party, my husband was drunk as fuck. And it's because before we came to the party, he had consumed a couple of airplane bottles so that we could fill it up with water, so that if anybody challenged me to a shot, I could just take the airplane bottle of water and throw it back. I did this challenge I was on this challenge during my vacation in Miami, which means I was working out and I still wasn't drinking and I still was eating based on the plan. I did this during celebratory brunches. I still hung out with my friends at restaurants during happy hour. I just was the happiest during the hour because I wasn't loaded with liquor and a bunch of unnecessary foods. But yes, I feel like I'm missing something. But yes, it was a journey I had to take for me, and I'm sure as they tell you more about it, I'll go in and out.
What about your workout?
My workouts were 6 days a week, and I did those workouts along with teaching trap cardio and even maybe working out with my workout partner, Lindsay. You know, she's more than y'all trainer. She's a friend. So I did those workouts 6 days a week, and they were workouts that I could do at home. So a lot of times when people saw me come to trap cardio and dash out, it's because I needed to go home and do my planks or whatever the hell they had assigned for me to do that day. Okay? Yeah, so one time I tried to do some plank up downs on carpet and I got some war wounds from it, but I still made it. Along with losing 16 pounds, I also dropped quite a few dress sizes. I started at a 12-14. I am now at 8-10. I wear smalls all over. I glow even more. I feel lighter and stronger. And I actually have signed on to do it again. 2.0.
Made a believer out of you.
Yes, cause yeah. The challenge has helped me with my relationship with food. It was not a diet. If you're expecting, because I always get I don't do this, I stay in my lane, I'm not a nutritionist, I don't do all this stuff. But people always want a meal plan, and I'm like, to me it does benefit to tell you to eat 2 eggs and a slice of bread, and then for lunch eat an orange, and then because you need a lifestyle that I'm a social person, I'm an extrovert. I need to know how I can be social and still eat well. I need to know how to live and still be able to eat well. And I feel like the nutritional guidance that they gave me helped me with that. So even now, like I snuck and stepped on the scale the other day because I lost 2 more pounds. But I'm just saying, it feels so natural now. The decisions I make come so natural now that it feels like I'm so used to that diet feel. So now that the decisions are coming more natural, I'm like, yeah, am I still doing right? But I am. So yeah, I'm gonna let them talk now because I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Good job.
Thank you.
So,
Reintroduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Lindsay.
I'm Joe.
And
We
together we're
RVABeastmode.
RVABeastmode.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, first before we start, it's the RVABeastmode Inner Beast Challenge. The whole point is called Inner Beast because your goal is to find the inner beast in you. Everybody has it in them. Everybody's level of inner beast may be a little bit different, but you still have it in you. The first thing that we always want to tell everybody that we always ask, this challenge is not a diet plan. It is not what it is.
It's not a weight loss challenge.
It's not a weight loss challenge.
What is it? It's
a lifestyle plan, okay? It really is. The whole point of the challenge is for you to be able to continue this afterwards. It doesn't have to be so exact, but it's something that will change your entire lifestyle so that you get to the point where you would like to eat like this on the regular. One of the things that Ashley said was even afterwards, she still wants to eat that way. It changes your mindset and your relationship with food and how you think about food. It is not meant for you to be like, oh, I have to diet, I can only eat this, I can only eat that. And also one of the things that she said, it's not a meal plan. There's meal restrictions in there, and it's not so specific that you have to eat certain things. Right. And it's set up like that for a reason, for you to be able to learn how to nourish your body effectively without any specifics, because everybody's life is different. So we created it for your lifestyle. Joe, you can start talking.
And I want to jump in. Someone on here asked about was there daily calorie burn. No, it's a wellness plan. I promise you. I don't even like saying that there is restrictions in your diet. There's a dietary guideline. The list of things you can't do is maybe 4 things, 5 things long. There's no reason in this plan that you should be hungry, that you should feel starved. I promise you, if you let one of us know that you're hungry, you're doing it wrong, and you're gonna hear it.
Because I want to say I eat more now than I ever have, and it's funny because now I realize that my body probably needed more nutrients, and I was at a standstill because I was not feeding my body the way I should.
Right.
But yeah, and I like that too. I didn't have to count a calorie, whether it was what I consumed or what I burned.
And you're not counting carbs and nothing like that?
Not
Oh no,
counting.
because I ate the
Anything.
carbs. I ate the carbs. I ate all the brown carbs. I ate the rice. I ate the sweet. Because people sit around and ask me, was I eating sticks and twigs? And hey Megan, sticks and twigs and dirt and stuff. No, I ate and I ate the sweet potatoes. I ate the quinoa. I ate the brown rice. I ate wheat bread. Like I ate.
Right.
And I want to say, with all of the success of the program, if you haven't seen it, you can go on RVABeastmode.com.
I pinned it in the caption in the chat.
You can go on the Instagram, you can see it. But I don't want you guys to just see the success and say, I didn't jump in. Because this is
Right.
literally a you versus you.
Mm-hmm.
The way this works, it builds a community in the Telegram where you have each other to ask questions, run recipes by, talk to. We're watching, but we won't force you to do your workout.
Right.
We can't force you to eat. We can tell you what's in there, and it's up to you to do it. We support you, because the thing is, when this is over, we need you to hold on to what this is that you have.
And can I ask you, so along with the program, I know we talked about my workouts. There's an app that they have that have the workouts in it. That's why it's a virtual program. And if there's, with every exercise or whatever it tells you to do, there's a video. So granted, something like at first, let's say I didn't know what a star jump was, I would click on the star jump and there's a video of real people. Matter of fact, it's them.
And to our clients.
And some of the clients. And they're demonstrating the exercise. So you don't have to jump to YouTube or jump out of it to figure it out. And a lot of the exercises that may have been like kind of difficult, there were options. They're like, plank jack, option A. This is your voice. Plank jack, option B. So it's no excuse. Like you kind of feel like you have your trainer there with you, even though they're not with you.
I promise you, we literally spent, about 2.5 months building this, because we were really into the science behind it. It's the diet and the exercise. You put them together, you just follow it. It's like we felt like teachers. We wrote you guys a study guide for this 8-week test that you're taking. Follow the test. The more you study, the better you do on the test.
Right.
Everyone who applied their mind, the mind first. The body follows. Where the head goes, the body follows.
Right.
Everyone who applied their mind to this had some level of success, from, people who wanted to lose weight. I think the top person who lost poundage, we had a couple people lose over 20 pounds.
Right.
We had people who didn't want to lose weight but wanted to tone. We had somebody who lost 6 pounds but lost almost 10% body fat.
Right.
Literally,
Hey, Tim.
what you want out of this, you can get out of it. You just have to be dedicated to doing it. There is literally, if you are a vegan, you can do this. If you eat meat, you can do this. There really is no reason that you can't do it, minus some kind of medical issue, but that's
Right.
something you would take up with your doctor
Exactly.
to make sure it's allowable for you to do any plan. Again, I'm not saying challenge, because a challenge ends. What we want is you to move on to it and keep growing from it. We have someone who did it twice already. A couple people actually who did it twice already. And what they did was, at the end of the first one, they did what she did, continue to keep on losing, roll right to the next one, and then the second time around, everyone says it's so much easier because now it's become a lifestyle.
And your mind has changed.
So someone asked if age is a factor. What about those 55 years of age and older?
Well, we had
Is it-
some at 55.
We sure did.
Yes, and she did fabulous. Not that her goal was to just become healthier. Because, we train people 55 and up, right? And they always come with the same thing. Look, I just gotta be healthy. I'm trying to live as long as I can. That's honestly what RVABeastmode goal is. So the challenge fit perfectly for her. She had knee issues and also hip issues, but she was still able to do all of the workouts and all the exercises, because like Ashley said, we have different versions of everything that's on there. So there's something for everyone. And another thing I really wanted to put out there was the workouts and the food are paired together specifically on those days for a reason.
Right.
So you'll be doing certain workouts and eating a certain way on that particular day. It's like that for a reason. So that's why the plan is there for you to follow and continue on.
And someone said before and afters are nice, but it's the support and guided instructions that's more important to me. And that's what I love. Like I said about the app with the exercises, because I mean I'm always learning, and I don't know everything. So it's nice to have the videos there to guide you, tell you how many sets to do, how many reps, what time. And the app also has a timer, so it'll help you track your flow. And then even with the Telegram group, like I might get bored, or I don't know what I want to eat, and I could put in the group, hey, is this safe? Is this a good idea? And you either get a response from Joe or Lindsay, or somebody else in the group that's like, I tried that and it worked, or so it's like you literally never feel alone. And even as I was D Jackson, I was never alone. And it was crazy because I was in here working out with people and hanging out with people who did not know that I was in the challenge with them. But I needed to do that. I had to say that.
And on top of just the app though, you also get what we quote unquote call the Plans Bible, which is a PDF that you're gonna get.
Correct.
I promise you, because if I'm your coach and you say, hey, can I? The first thing I'm gonna say is, did you check the PDF?
Go to the PDF.
It's more about
You know nothing about reading.
It's in there. Please read it.
And it's important though, because like all of these things will build habit. Motivation will get you started. The habit you create is going to keep you going and make you successful.
Right.
So you have to read the PDF. You have to go along with the workouts. You have to check that the workouts are done. These are things that may be minute, but as you get in the habit of doing these things, because eventually you're going to start off motivated and it's going to get hard.
It's going to get
This
hard.
plan is made for you to eventually adapt it to your life. Like she said, if you're a social person, you should be able to do this socially. If you're an introvert, you should be able to do it alone. If you travel, you should be able to do it on the go. If you're home, if you have kids, we had people with every lifestyle. We had people from stay-at-home moms to people who work 80, 90 hours a week. We had men and women. We had old and young.
Right.
It is adaptable to you. Literally, we give you the playbook to say, do this. We don't say, eat broccoli, don't eat broccoli. You don't have to say, I don't eat this. If you don't eat it, as long as you don't eat it. The plan's guideline says do's and don'ts.
Right.
The rest of the world is there. It's up to you.
Another thing that we also did not mention is, as your coach, Josiah or myself, when you're doing these workouts and you're going in and you're entering that you're going from one exercise to the next, your coach can see what you're doing. Not physically see you while you're doing the workout, but your coach can know if for you to move from one exercise to the next, there's a little checkbox in there, and we can tell if you did not do the workout that day. Now, so it may get 10 o'clock at night, and we may look at it and be like, hey, D Jackson did not complete your workout. You may get a little message from your coach
And I did.
in the app saying, D, what's going on? Everything's straight, and you give me what kind of answer then. But just let it be known that we know when you miss a workout, we'll say that.
Okay. And I saw a question here that said, do you have food variation for vegan meals, such as no soy, no tofu, etc.? I promise you. You decide what you.
Right.
We give you a list of don't eat, drink, consume this.
Right.
And it's short.
It's very short. I mean, I promise you. See my two hands? There it is, right here.
Yeah.
You can fit your life. That's why I said I'm vegan. Whoever asked that, I'm vegan. I've done this. People who are not vegan don't have to. And then, if it's on a day that you want to eat something, eat what you eat. Just follow the plan, because just because
Right.
you eat vegan doesn't mean it's always the best thing to eat.
Right, because there's such things as vegan junk food and all that good stuff too. I'm about 75% 80 vegan, but I do eat all the meats. And on this plan, I had some of everything. So, I mean,
You should
It
learn.
doesn't restrict you from meat if you don't want to be restricted from meat.
right.
That was one of the questions.
Right. If you don't eat meat, don't eat it.
Right.
On-
If you
on-
do eat meat, there are times
There's times
when
that
you
you're
can
gonna eat
eat
it.
meat.
We're not gonna tell you. We give you guidelines on how to eat things and what not to eat, but we don't tell you that you can and can't have but a small selection of things.
Right.
We're not forcing veganism. We're not forcing people to eat meat. We're not
Right.
forcing you outside of what your comfort zone, because again, this is all about making what you do work in your life space. A lot of people plateau because you've done all that you know to do.
That's
Get
right.
it? That's perfect.
Right.
You've done it, and there's no shame. And I have done all the physical work. We study like bookworms, everything. Our certification goes past just fitness. We do weight management, we do senior fitness, we do all type of things from kids to elderly citizens. So we study all different forms, shapes. This challenge is no respect of size, person, age, ethnicity, belief. It literally is do this and do this. If you do this, nothing's 100%. 99.99999% you will have a measure of success. If nothing other than having a new way of thinking in your life, because you want to be enjoyable. This is something you should be able to take forever, long term. It's definitely something you should do.
And I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, I see a good question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Someone here says, how can you support someone who lives out of state? The Telegram group. We've had people in here.
In the chat.
The app. In the app, right, as well. So the app and the Telegram, it's fully virtual. We have people that are outside of our state. Before we did this challenge, we trained people through our same app out of state. Mm-hmm. You can message us through the app. You can actually send video in the app. If you're saying, hey, am I doing this wrong? Send us a video. We can send you a video back responding. Like I said, so you have the whole app. But then that Telegram group is where you can go at. Everything. It gets active. Like literally, hey guys, what do you do?
And it's not like you're talking to bots. You're talking to the real people.
And there's people that's going through what you're going through.
Are there group workouts or online on your own? Well, I want to say, I mean, if you're virtual, RVABeastmode does teach a boot camp on Friday nights at Elite, and Power Pilates on Saturdays. And if you are out of state, if you turn on your YouTube, you may feel like you with the group. And those of you page is RVABeastmode, so you can tune into those workouts if you want something extra as well.
And then I see here like a few people asked about the group challenge and with the trainer.
The what?
About
they already have a trainer.
Right, they already have a trainer.
Oh, okay.
If you already have a trainer, we're not telling anybody not to train their trainer, to leave your trainer. But if you do this challenge, you have to do our workout. You do your trainer's workout, you get double. You get an extra credit.
Right.
Now, we do ask that you don't take our workouts to your trainers. We do ask that you do not give the workouts out, the meal dietary restriction out. And to be honest, that is a grounds for removal from the program.
Right.
We don't want to go to that note, but that is
it's in the process.
It's in the process. You're gonna get that because, like I said, we don't want it to be take something that is meant to help you and just be given away to somebody else. You paid for it. You're doing it. Don't just give it away. But the online app, it is a you versus you thing. It literally is. So you can get online and you can get that same feel, but we want to get in the habit of taking care of yourself because sometimes somebody's gonna get in your way. Don't say, oh, the kids that got in the way, they bother me, the husband, the wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, job. It's about you finding time to take care of you on your journey.
Right.
Okay, somebody said, I have 20 pounds of pandemic and grief weight to relose. Would you suggest I recommit a few weeks to my journey first and then do the challenge, or both? If you're ready, go for it.
Right.
And you're talking to somebody who teaches 3 plus whatever, how many times a week, and I still needed something to help jumpstart my weight loss. Right. So if your mind is in it, and your mind has to be in it, because again, I had to tell a whole lot of people no, had to tell myself no a lot of times, isolated myself quite a few times, but I needed to do this for me. So if your mind is in it, go with it. I feel like if you already are in a place of doubt, don't do it because you're not ready.
Right, exactly. Now, we did have also part of that question. We did have a few people who were leading a kind of a sedentary lifestyle who jumped right into the challenge and got great results from it. And that just helped kickstart them also. So now they're out trying to do X, Y, and Z in their fitness life. So.
And I know y'all asking how to sign up. I pinned it in the chat. If you're interested in signing up, go visit their website at RVABeastmode.com, but it is pinned in the chat. Do you need weights or equipment? Nope.
Nope, it is 100% body weight. So we teach you how to utilize your body and use it as a weight, okay? So once you figure out how to utilize and control your body, you can, sky's the limit. So yes, you can do everything right from home, or from a hotel room, or from anywhere, it doesn't matter. Anywhere that you are, you can do this challenge. We had somebody do it on a ship because they're in the Navy.
So I'm looking on the website. The
Yes.
challenge is named. Oh,
No.
what do you want to say?
No, go ahead.
So I'm looking on the website. Oh, you found
Yes.
the answer. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you found the answer.
Yeah. Yes, it is the 8-week inner beast challenge. That happened fast. Even if you are 200 pounds overweight, can you do this? Yes.
Yes. There are going to be modifications you're going to use.
They said thank you, D. Jackson.
We're not asking you to jump from your couch to the floor
Right.
and hurt yourself. We're saying we're going to show you how to do it. And if you are, overweight, you have weight to lose, small bits of improvement are going to make drastic difference. We're not asking you to go from barely walking to running a mile. None of that's in there. I promise you, it's all you can do. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. You're going to be tired, but you can do it.
You want to tell them about the cause and the you versus you?
Oh, sure. So, good.
Go for it.
Okay, the cost, yes, the program does have a cost because you have to invest in you. Point blank period.
And you're getting nutrition and workouts, so fitness and nutrition.
It is 8 weeks of a dietary guideline. 8 weeks of 6 workouts a week is $150. I don't know a better value I can give you than that. I mean, that's a value. And there is an incentive that you can also get some money back. It built into the program. You would know that, once you purchase the program, you will see it. But I promise you, anyone who did not meet the incentive, no one was upset. Not a one. Because it's way past the monetary value. Honestly, most people who've done it tell us we need to charge more.
I have a question.
Okay.
Have y'all ever done the program?
Sure did.
How you think you got where it was?
I mean,
Some
some people just sell stuff, sell a dream.
No, so this is what happened.
So-
We took about 2 to 3 months just like developing it. We took another 5-6 months doing it ourselves multiple times. And then we took another 8 weeks and ran it on a few of our clients just to see how they reacted to it, other than just our bodies, people, and we tested different levels of people who work out regularly, people who barely don't, old, young. We tested it on a lot of different people before we put it out there. So
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna check.
No.
Go ahead.
And the way that it is, it progresses.
yes.
So you have what we call stages. You have the red stage, the black stage, and the white stage. You can figure out where those stages came from. It's the brain. But it
I love it.
It increasingly goes. We start you at a place. By the time you switch, you should be stronger. By the time you switch, you'll be strong. So I've seen a few people ask about, is it cardio or strength training? It's a bit of everything. It's a bit of everything. It's a bit of, from hit to Tabata to any other things that nature, if we're familiar with those are. Not basically, it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
The time that it takes in the workout, some are timed, some are rep based. If they're time based, you give it all you got. If there's 30 seconds and you give it 5, great. If there's 30 seconds and you can get out 10, great. Because when you come back to it again, you should be able to get 6.
Right.
This is you. There's no wrong way to do this as long as you do it. There is, and I've also seen a few people on here kind of asking about.
They said I just knew this program was gonna be $500 and up. They probably should.
I know. We've been told multiple times that we need to
No, 150.
increase the price, but it's 150 because that's where it is. Oh, one of the things that you said. Oh, I lost it.
Yes, go store pickup, because store pickup just means we're gonna send it to you. You can ignore that.
Somebody asked about alcohol. Yes, you had to cut out alcohol. I cut out alcohol. I cut out alcohol during my birthday. I cut out alcohol during my vacation to Miami. I cut off alcohol during celebratory brunches. And I am someone, if you're just coming in, I'm someone who's a weekend social drinker. Like I said, Monday through Thursday and a half, I was good. From about Friday to Sunday, I was happy houring and night houring and all that. So that was a challenge for me. But you know what that meant? I had to sit in my feelings. I had to sit in my emotions. I had to deal with whatever issues I had going on mentally. So I was not attached. Not an alcoholic, so I don't want y'all to think that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a hard day. I deal with a lot of people all the time. I didn't want to have a drink. So I had to figure out another way to deal with that.
Right.
So I did cut out alcohol. When my 8 weeks was over, did I have a drink? Yes, I did in Houston. Almost knocked my ass out. But it's not hard for me to detach from it anymore.
See?
So
Change
it
your
was a great
mindset.
lifestyle.
Change your mindset.
I want to answer some quick questions I've seen on here. One I've seen come up a couple of times. It says, is this a customized meal plan or just? You're going to customize it to you.
Yes.
But I promise you, if this meal plan is like drop you off in the grocery store and saying, on aisle 2, don't eat one thing. On aisle 3, don't eat one thing. The rest of the store is yours. If it fits in this, if you're vegan, if you are meat-based, if you whatever you are, carnivore diet.
Yeah, carnivore diet.
You can generally have it. In some diet, made like keto, it may be a little iffy with you, but that's probably the only one. Someone asked about should they run it by their physician first?
Absolutely.
Yes. Always.
Absolutely.
Before you
because
get it to
we are not registered nutritionists. We have the nutrition that comes in our certification. So yes, we're not registered nutritionists. Coming very soon. But anyway, yes, any plan that you do, whether it's our plan or anybody's plan, anytime you're changing anything with your physical lifestyle, you should always run that by your doctor.
Somebody asked, and I always get this question about if I use my Herbalife products when I was on this plan. Yes, let me tell you what I use the most. My favorite products were BCAAs to help me with muscle recovery, collagen because I used it in my mocktails. My favorite mocktail, which is a fake cocktail drink, is sparkling water. I don't even care what flavor. Sparkling water, limes, and I would add collagen to it because it tastes like strawberry lemonade. So I would do that. I would dress it up in a wine glass or however I needed to, and that's why my skin is glowing and it's setting like it's not like anybody else's. But yes. So I did use some of my Herbalife products on this plan.
And you don't have to. If you don't use Herbalife,
Oh yeah,
don't.
no. It's not in conjunction.
Right. If you use it, you put it in conjunction with it.
Right.
It says, are you required to do buying supplements? No. Can you? The one I keep saying about drinking on here. Give me that little bit of cat out of the bag. There's no alcohol. 8 weeks, no alcohol.
You worked it, right? You worked it.
You can give it up for 8 weeks. Not
You let the
forever.
drink take it down for 2 months.
8 weeks. That's all it is. I promise you. I had to say to drink beforehand. Like she said.
I'm a wino.
I'm drinking every weekend. I used to. But after doing this challenge along with them a lot of times and things of that nature, I have no tolerance. And I don't like the feeling of one drink does
Like,
anymore.
look, what we said is a lifestyle change. It does not mean you have to stop drinking alcohol for the rest of your life or anything. But we do ask you to stop for 8 weeks.
And Mocha, you do need to do the dietary part. You can't just do. You can do the workouts and it works together. So if you just do the workouts and you don't do the dietary part, then it's kind of like you half-assing yourself.
Right. And if
you can't get full results if you don't do half
right.
program.
You just don't do workouts, then you just need to go to the website and you just need to look at
something else on there.
Yeah, there's something else in there for you.
To the same person, you said I love to eat. Good. If you are hungry when this is over, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
This is the most I've ever eaten. Every 2 hours or something, I'm like, what's next?
Yes.
If you're not eating, you're doing it wrong. We're just telling you to eat foods that are going to help you and push you off. The program, I see someone asking what else is not allowed in the program. We kind of don't give you that until you get the program.
Right.
We can't give you the blueprint and actually pay for it because then you already got it.
Exactly.
And then the 8-week challenge starts June 6th.
Yeah.
Now, most importantly.
And I did sign up for the second time.
Most importantly, it starts June 6th, not most importantly, but we have 50 spots. There's already 13 gone, I think. So we really haven't started pushing yet to our own people, and we have people who are coming back. So if there's something you think of, go look on the website, read, talk to yourself, talk to God, talk to your spouse, talk to whoever you need to talk to, but don't hesitate. Because what happened in the last challenge, you had a lot of people. Can I get in? I'm sorry. I wanted to be in.
Right.
Oh, did I miss it? Can you open a new spot? And listen, we love y'all, but I'm rigid.
Because we want to give really good quality to all the people that are actually in there.
Right.
So we make sure that we're available to be able to talk and chit-chat with a lot of different people. Don't call us asking us for every little individual detail that's right there in the PDF now. Don't do that. But we are your coaches. We are going to be messaging you throughout the app. So we want to give good quality. That's why we're not accepting like buku number of people.
And because I speak the people's language, I keep seeing a fear of changing how you eat. There is no growth in a comfort zone. If what you were doing was fine, you wouldn't be watching us talking right now. You can't. How long are you gonna allow yourself to sit in your foolishness and be okay with it? I got tapped. Every plateau I hit in my weight loss journey, I overcame it because I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Eventually, you gotta say you're full of shit. You need to do something different. RVABeastmode ain't say this. I said this. Eventually, you just gotta be like, are you full of it? Prove it to yourself that you're worth it. But to say you're scared, you get a new job, you're scared, but you still gotta go to work because you gotta feed yourself, right? Like, how comfortable are you sitting in your excuses? If you're comfortable right now, stay there. It's okay. It's okay, but be okay with it.
Right.
Don't be in my DMs talking about AD, how can I do something or what?
Right.
I do trap cardio. I told you what I've done these last 8 weeks. Like, I can't spoon feed anybody. You have to want to do it for you. If the desire is not there, be honest with yourself and just chill.
Catch the next round.
We don't want your money. I promise you.
That's why it's only $150.
Don't do it. We're not gonna beg. The most of the way I sell it, I tell you all the reasons why you may not want to do this. And if you still want to, if your why is bigger than all of the fears, all of the why nots, all of the doubts, it's not I saw something on here.
No.
Listen, it's not an every 2-hour challenge.
That was just me talking.
Her way. I promise you.
That's me.
The only thing you are required to do this
You eat when you're
is
hungry.
eat when you're hungry.
And I'm just hungry all the time.
And I promise you, some people got to the point in this thing where their metabolism wanted to slow down, and they didn't want to eat. And those are the people I said,
You
eat.
need to eat.
Take a picture of it. Put it in the group. I need to see that you eat because
Right.
it's not about your feelings. It's about what needs to be done.
You gotta
There's
nourish
science
your body.
behind it.
Yeah, you gotta nourish
It's
your
not.
body. We want you to nourish your body. We want you to put the right things in the body. That's all it is.
Yeah, but it's not an every 2-hour thing.
No,
I eat. I'm hungry right now. Count down to when it's over so I can go get me that snack out the car. That's just me. It ain't. I'm just saying, you gonna eat on this program. You're not gonna starve.
Let me give a quick rundown too before we do. So let me give you a quick way of how you guys can get into it because I see a couple people asking to it. I want to make sure you got it. If you go to RVABeastmode.com, right? You go in there, you find an 8-week Inner Beast virtual challenge. Once you click it and pay for it, you will then, they start coming out next week, you will get an email that will say, invite you to the app. When you fill it out, it's going to get you to fill out your name, your height, all your information. You're going to send us, well, we'll get that. You also have to weigh yourself because we need a true weight. Don't give us what you think you weigh. That was a big thing. A lot of people, they thought they weighed, and then when they got on the scale, it's a different thing.
Right.
So you give us what you weigh and all those things in there. From there, you also, once you receive the app and you're fully signed in, you will also have accessibility to the PDF, which is a 12-page colored guide that you're also going to get in the app. Once you get that, it's going to tell you everything you need to download, everything you need to know, all in the app. We also, it doesn't start till June 6th, so you have everything there to know how to get you started, except for the workouts. The morning of June 6th, you will get everything you need to start from there.
I'm sorry. Congratulations, Roro. She said she literally just signed up. I just wanted to give you a shout out. Congratulations on taking a step to a new you. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Look, we're looking forward. I see a couple somebody else in there as well too. So we're definitely looking forward to having you guys all there. So listen, take your time, go on there, read it, make your decisions. Don't wait too long. And like I said, stuff will start coming out soon. We'll get you added in the Telegram group. Once you're added in the Telegram group, get on there. Hey, my name is such from here or there. Let us know. Then as well, we ask that you really be active in the Telegram group.
Yes.
We're
The more you talk to us, the more we can help you.
The more we can. We also ask that if you want, because this is you versus you, if you post about it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, just tag us in it. You don't have to. You have to add in that app before and after pictures, but nobody will see them but myself or Lindsay, unless at the end you want to be. Like I said, we had 25 people in it, 26.
Like that.
Everybody had success in the challenge.
Right.
You won't see all 26 because everybody doesn't want to be shown, and it's their
fine.
challenge. We're good with that. All we want to do is continue to grow this thing. The moment we realized it worked, it was like, oh, we gotta share this.
Right.
We've all been through the journey. We've all lost considerable amount of weight. I lost about 60 pounds. Lindsay lost a considerable amount of weight. We know what it feels like. We know the fear. We know the anxiety and the doubt.
Good question. The attachment to the scale. Do you weigh in on certain days after do you weigh in?
No. Don't you get on that scale. I say, we know people are going to do it.
Right.
And it happens. Last challenge, a lot of people did it within the first couple weeks. Oh my God, I lost this weight. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And in that same token, we say to you, good job. Stay off the scale.
Right.
Because the plan is built a certain way. You're gonna have highs, you're gonna have plateau, and then you're gonna go some more, then you have plateau.
Right.
It may be a different thing. There's a lot of things more than just the scale. Don't be attached to that scale monster. We're gonna get a beginning weight, and then we want more than just your weight, because it's just more not about weight. We take your weight, we get your muscle mass, we want your body fat, we want your visceral fat. A lot. Visceral fat is the fat around your organs. This is the dangerous fat that a lot of us don't think about. It's not the fat that's right under the skin. Sometimes, depending on where we are, we may get you to give us a check-in at the halfway mark, and then we get one at the end. We really say, I've had to tell someone, hey, the scale's bothering me, take the batteries out. Give the scale to someone else. Get it out your house. I don't care what you do with it.
I took the when the batteries died right before the program, so I just let it die. I just let it sit like that. So on the way in, so that's why it was a real big deal in that video when y'all saw when I hit the 199, because I had no idea. Other things that people may have missed, because they're about to teach in a little bit. So the app that has the workouts, it does have video instruction. You can actually communicate with your coach through the app that has the workouts. So if you want to send them a video to say, am I doing this right or not, you can have that back and forth interaction. How will you get, oh, that's a good question. We'll go back to that. My personal results, like I said, I lost over 16 pounds. I went from a 12-14 to an 8-10, so like a medium large to small medium. Body fat went down, visceral fat went down.
Muscle mass.
My muscle mass went up. It's real strong, little bitch. So yeah.
She got definition now, you know.
So oh yes. Yeah. So
We're going back.
oh, class start tonight at what time? 6 o'clock. RVABeastmode boot camp is going to be live at 6 o'clock on their YouTube.
Yeah.
So Joe, okay, Joe.
Yeah, we got it.
So we got this. They want to know how will you get the body mass measurements. I guess if they're not local.
So yes, a lot of people have it on their scales, and they don't even realize their scale actually does it. That's something that we can help you with. But if you do not have that on your scale, that's okay. We'll just stick with just like the weight on there, and we might actually take some measurements of different parts of your body. So if you don't have the body mass, that's fine. But we did actually have people who were so excited, who lived out of state, who actually came in to get their weigh-ins, and yeah, so just do what's best for you. But yeah, if you do not have it, it's fine.
And if you ever want to upgrade your scale, I mean, they can always provide you with a suggestion. It's a way to do everything. Yeah, it's a way to do everything.
You can get a scale from Tori that costs, you know.
Yes, Denise. Mind over matter. How bad do you want this shit? Okay?
That's right.
That's right, Denise. Your transformation gave us life. Thank you, girl. And it was, and I'm not.
It gave me life.
Oh my God. It was, I'd be lying to you if I said it was easy. Again, it was hard. I had a whole, y'all can go on my Instagram. I had a whole birthday party. Everybody tore the hell up. I'm sober as hell.
Yeah.
I'm faking like I'm drinking liquor. I matter more.
Right.
I matter more. And I'm loving my body, so y'all gonna see selfies probably every other day. And
But you have to decide if it's something for you. Because if it's not for you and where you are right now, then that's fine. Our job is not to convince you to do this challenge, but our job is to educate the people who are interested in the challenge with all the questions and try to get those answered.
And Mocha, saying that you feel like you need to be in person, I didn't see these people daily. I see them when they come to work for the most part on Fridays and Saturdays, but outside of that, it's just me. You know, I'm doing trap cardio, running the league, whatever. So
if you feel, then that means that it may not be for you. If you feel like we have to be there for you to be in person, then that's fine. But we did have multiple people that we never saw because they don't live here.
Right. But yeah, of course, if you want to come to Richmond to weigh in and stuff,
come on.
You definitely can.
Come on.
But
come to class Friday or Saturday.
Never. Oh yes, because I love some Pilates and boot camp. I'm at boot camp now. Yes. So any other final words you want to leave the people with?
Just know, like, just recap real quick. The challenge is, it's a lifestyle. We call it a challenge because it is a challenge for you to have to change your mindset a little bit. And the whole point is to help you to get to the point where you feel like you can eat better and become more active in your lifestyle. That's really it. It's 100% virtual if you want it to be. Yeah, you get a coach, either myself or Josiah, to coach you along the way, encourage you. You get the Telegram app where everybody will be chit-chatting in there, giving their little feedback, talking about their struggles, but we just ask it all that stuff. Just be positive, of course. You want to be positive. Don't put negative things in there. What else?
Somebody said, it's a shame she's staying there and trapping beast more than one setting. I cannot. But yes, if you're interested in signing up, it's the next one, and you know what?
RVABeastmode.com.
RVABeastmode.com. Don't be looking for me in the chat because you may not see D Jackson or AD. It'll be another name, okay? Because I need my privacy so that I can do what the hell I need to do for myself, because it ain't about y'all, it's about me leading from the front.
Exactly.
Okay?
And one last thing, just don't compare yourself with what someone else is doing.
Yes.
That is a big thing. That's probably another reason why,
I
Ashley
did it
was
by
D,
myself.
was D
Yeah.
Jackson. Because you don't need to compare. Just because one person's eating something, the person next to you may not be eating the same thing. But as long as it's within the guidelines that we give you, then we're happy with it. So you got to do what's best for you.
Right. And again, I ate at Mexican restaurants and everything. I just had to be I'm socially responsible.
Right, Josiah, he's vegan. I'm not vegan. I guess if you want to put a title on, I'm pescatarian. Not really a dairy person. I just like seafood.
I eat everything.
But yeah, but you almost.
I know I'm damn near vegan now, but
I mean, it's good.
it happens.
Food is good.
But I do love food. I'm gonna check one more time and then we're gonna head out. Oh, somebody signed up for their birthday. That's a great gift.
It is a great gift. Oh my gosh, we had somebody else do that. It's the best gift because it's for you. Oh my god, I love that.
Yes, you celebrate life. Gotta be clear my phone so I can download Telegram. That other shit don't matter anywhere.
That's easy.
Well, thank you. Oh, it starts June 6th. Again, everything is on RVABeastmode.com. I'll pin it in the comments. Thank y'all for joining us today.
Follow on Instagram at RVABeastmode. You can see like all of the before and afters and get little clips about more information too.
Yes. Instagram, YouTube, website. Everything is RVABeastmode. You can see the transformations. You can join us in class tonight. Matter of fact, you can just watch us so you can see what it look like and see me struggle. Might pass out today. Feeling a little light today. So yeah. Or Pilates tomorrow, which makes me feel taller and leaner and stronger. But again, thank y'all for joining us today. We love y'all. See y'all later. Bye. Y'all better get into it. Get into that, baby. Oh, yes, that's it. We just had to show y'all a little something.